Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Pine Pass, where there are a bunch of rocks in the road again. Really, I delete them and they just I don't know. Why? I don't understand why. Where was that? I don't even know where that was. Like over here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is we are going to build some industry today. And to start off, we are going to come back into our train tool. And we're going to, not do that. We're going to grab that height right there and bring this out all the way over to here, up by the highway. Yeah, I figured that was all going to be the same elevation. I'm glad it is. We're not going to build over there, but I thought since that's the same elevation, we could make it look a little more believable, I guess, that we had done that. And then I just want to clean that up right there. That's fine for a connection between the ground and the key wall. So, industry. Now, there are a few things. First of all, let's launch rocket. There are a few things, obviously. 72 days. When this video comes out, we'll be down to like 6 weeks, 7 weeks away. Yeah, that's unreal. So that'll be like 40, 41, 42 days remaining on the clock. So just pretend that's a 4, and that's a little more accurate. It's nuts. It's kind of hard to believe. It's gone by really quick. Between the announcement, it's like, wow, October, really? That's so far away. And now it's the middle of August when I'm recording, and close to the middle of September when you're seeing this. So anyways, industry. We're just going to build right off of here. I would like... Okay, so I have some concerns. Let me back up. I have a concern here that since we don't have any train service here, we're just going to see a lot of trucks, and that we're going to overwhelm this intersection. At the same time, it might help because we have it happening right now, and it's lane changers. But if you look, it's not all industry, but there's a lot of industry trucks in here. If we didn't have these industry trucks in here, that would take probably a third to a half of our traffic out of here, and we wouldn't keep getting these backups. Granted, we wouldn't keep getting these backups if they didn't freaking do the lane swapping. That drives me absolutely bonkers. I just want to double check in Traffic Manager. Dynamic lane selection. You know, to me, that makes it sound like that should make them drive better, but we're gonna make that a holy city. We're gonna make simulation accuracy high, and crank up the dynamic lane change. My computer can handle it. Yeah, hopefully that solves a lot of that nonsense. I don't know that it will, but anyway, we've got a lot of trucks making trips from here over to here, and also from way over here to all the way over to here. So if we can eliminate at least some of those, we'll be in good shape. So that is what we are going to attempt to do. I have the hiccups. I apologize in advance. I don't know why I'd apologize for the hiccups, but I seem to have the hiccups a lot when I record. Probably because I record a lot after I like eat a meal. Because I'm like hungry, and I'm like, well, I'll eat something and then record the video. And yeah, leads to hiccups. We can all deal with it, right? I think so. I think we'll all be just fine, and then we're going to come out. Oh, I'd really like to get that there. It's fine. We're going to do some smaller blocks, but again, I don't want them right at the edge. I'm afraid if I put this here for a turn, we're going to be unhappy campers. But I do want some smaller blocks. I'm just afraid that like that is just going to cause issues. At the same time, I don't know. I think maybe we need the space, so I'll just do it, and we'll deal with the fallout when it comes. I might take zoning off of this road because I don't think I want any industries building on this road. We are going to make a couple of connections here. I was almost thinking maybe making a connection here. But then again, that's a big risk of issues with traffic. I'm going to get in a couple of these warehouses. I'll put one here. And we'll set it to something in a minute. So let's go ahead and make another connection there. I just don't want traffic to become choked right here. Because it's currently running really well. Let's turn off road guidelines so they don't compete. And I can just get my grid to go through, no problem. And there, and then this is where I think I would want a connection. I'm not 100% certain about that though. I don't want water just yet. I want another one of these. And we will set both of these to commercial zone goods. Actually, I'm not happy with how that one cuts in, so we're just going to move it down here by this one. It's doing a little bit of a thing with the train there. I guess the best way to resolve that then would be instead to come up and do something like this and give it its own little space there. Yeah, let's do that with both of these. I like that. And that gives a little loop through there. Cool. Yeah. That'll work. Gosh, I really am worried that this is going to make just a nightmare of traffic. As is, it's going to be difficult to make this connection. Wonder if the mod can do anything with that. I'm thinking not because of how close it is, but you never know. We gotta give it a shot, right? Oh, actually, that'll be okay. Let's see if we can't untwist it here. Ooh. It's clearly twisted. There, that's what I needed to do. That looks a lot better. All right, cool. Water pipes under the road, etc., etc. So the nice thing is, this all being so close right here, just one set of water pipes, and done. And that'll be it. That'll be our zone. I am gonna make a district because I want to use our new content creator industry buildings because they just look better. I mean, if you're gonna build ugly polluting industry, at least make it look nice, I guess. Sure. There, cool. And then we want to come in here to Cherry Park and not policies. We want styles. And there it is. Awesome. I'm not exactly thrilled about having industry so close down here to this, but I think it kind of has to be done. Speaking of, we do have a bit of a commercial demand. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to bring this out right along here and up to there. We're going to bump this police station all the way over to there. And then we are going to zone just a bit more commercial right here. We've got the space for it, but before I do that, let's get zoning off of all of this down here and the other road over here. So we grab that, upgrade this. That way we can get a few more buildings back there. And then finally, I want to grab that. Well, maybe not finally. We might do here as well. Just get rid of zoning. And then let's grab this one more time and clean up zoning right there. That way we've got a nice square area right here. Now, what I would really like to have is something here to this entrance. I know it's just a parking lot and the blank side of the mall, but that is why I kind of want to have something decent over here. Even if it's just like a couple of ice sculpture parks. Just something to kind of cap this area off. I almost wish I had them maybe here instead, but now I can't because we took zoning off that. So they'll have to live right there. Instead of doing them that way, though, let's rotate them around like that. Oh, actually, okay, so they will go on this road even though there's no zoning, and they'll be okay with it. So that's good. I don't think we have anything else that we can really use. All of these have been used. And yeah, none of this really works. So we'll just have to have two of the same ice sculptures to either side. An ipe sculpture. Ipe. And then there's... So there's a couple different thoughts I've had about this. One is zone just to here, so that these stores can be seen from this road. At the same time, I almost feel like it would be nice to have buildings to either side. I don't know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it out to here and see what it looks like. And see if I like it or not. And then we're going to bring a little bit here and just a bit here on the corner. We don't want to block the view of Hamilton's, like, from its windows. We want people who are on all 3 floors shopping to be able to see out and across. But it wouldn't hurt to have some additional zoning out there. And then here, we don't want to build anything at all because we don't want to block the mall. Though this is probably where you would see like fast food and things like that. I wonder. Let's see if we can't get just a couple of fast food restaurants. I don't have the Rico mod, so I can't just plop things down. I wish I could have this view at the same time as this view. I want to say that it's about there. We'll see what zones in and make sure that they're not shopping malls. And we'll probably have to play whack-a-mole a few times to get a couple like drive-through restaurants and things like that. But that's... Wow, there's a lot of people there. Okay, 2 buses that carry 20 people each are no longer sufficient. How many people are there? 224? We're not going to throw it. Well, we could throw a bendy bus at it. Seems kind of ridiculous to throw a bendy bus. What if we bring this back up to 100%? That's 4 buses. That's better. There we go. And that way we can get away with just like... That will be more than enough. So you go away. Sorry, people that thought you were about to get on the bus. You are not. Alright, so I'm going to play whack-a-mole until I get what I want here. Which, a Big Bite? Does it have a drive-thru? Big Bite Burger. Big Bite does not have a drive-thru, so we might leave it. We might not. It looks like we're about to get another Big Bite right next door. Yep, I'm going to play whack-a-mole for a while until I get what I want here. But it's not Big Bite. So I went ahead and brought in the shopping plaza. I know I said I wasn't going to put anything in front of Hamilton's, but it's low enough that it doesn't block their signage or anything, so I think it's fine. I almost think that's fine for in front of the mall as well, though the mall isn't quite as tall. I just really like the visibility, but the mall has, well, it doesn't have good visibility because we planted the bajillion trees, but it did have good visibility. Maybe we should get rid of those trees. Just an idea. Maybe do something a bit more subtle just right there to not block all this. Because you can see the mall and you can see these shop fronts from here. Speaking of shop fronts and things, yeah. I really want to put stuff here, but at the same time I don't want to block a view. I think since we've got this nice big open plaza, I'll bring it to right there. And that'll be the end of it. I went ahead and made this little area the university buildings to hopefully get more of these drive-thrus. There's 2 burger joints side by side, but that's fine. The Walmart I used to shop at in Missouri had a Culver's, or not a Culver's, a Wendy's and a McDonald's and Italian fast food, all like boom, 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 right next to each other. And then around the corner was a burger place that served frozen custard as well. And then right across the street from that was another frozen custard place. So I think, choice is good, is the lesson we've learned today. So I do want to bring in a couple paths through here. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the industrial. You're like, yeah, you have. No, I really haven't. And I would also like to get something decorative here. But the question is, what? And I think the answer is going to come from our city parks. I think just a park plaza. If I put it like right here and then maybe bump it over just a bit, that way it's a little more squared off with the front of the mall. I like that. I think that's fine. I think that's more than enough. And then I just want to come in behind these buildings here, if I can get away with it. And it looks like I can. Well, maybe it started to do it, and then it's like, no, I'm not a big fan of that. So let's turn off grid and angle. We're going to bring this down to about here. We just want to hide the backs of these buildings a little bit. We'll do landscaping over here to hide those. But here, I don't know that I've got enough space to do this. I think it may... Yeah, it's going to want to get rid of those buildings. Let's go right here against the road and see if we can get away with it here. I think I'm going to get away with one. Oh, wow. It just kind of hides the back sides of those buildings from the road. 'Cause it's not the prettiest site right there with just the back doors. So we're going to bring that all the way down. Looks like the road kind of bends away there, so we'll just go to here. And that's just, again, just to kind of hide just the blank walls back there. It's a shame that it's not four-sided architecture, but it's not, so we'll live with it. Cool, let's get some industry. And the thing is, we don't have a whole lot of industry demand, but my gosh, we're importing so many goods. It's kind of sad. So I am still concerned about trucks just filling this area up. But we've already got these guys importing, and we don't have a traffic problem. What we do have, though... we did heating and electric last time. Yeah, never mind. We did heating and electric last time, and I think we're still okay on garbage. Yeah, we're fine on garbage. Yeah, I mean, they're already importing a lot to fill this up. Granted, that's not very full. I think it'd be nice to maybe bring this out as a bridge across and connect over here, and then somehow get a train station over there for goods. I just don't know that we've got the space to do it. I think we're just out of room in this in the town. And it is very unfortunate. I mean, I could, do like a cargo harbor here, like just square this up. But then I think that would look kind of strange. Especially if it just ended, because we can't build past here. I'm not buying a square. I can buy a square, because that's only 25 tiles. We didn't do the 81, if you remember, way back when. We still have all of those tiles like that. That would be a really useful tile to buy. So would that one be down there? But I think I'm happy with not buying any tiles. So let's just focus on zoning. So we will need some services in this area, and I think we can get away with having them fairly centrally located. I'm going to bring them back here on this road. And I think that will be sufficient. And then I am going to bring in a recycling center and another one of our waste transfer facilities, just to add a few more garbage trucks. I think it'll be a good thing to have. And then we're going to come through here and zone this whole bit. Oh, wow, we do have industry demand. So let's see how this goes and see how quick this fills up. And then we'll see what we need to do from there. this is mostly filled in and started upgrading. One thing I would like to do is bring in a bus. I thought we had a bus circulating around here. Kind of surprised that we don't. Why don't we have a... I could have sworn we put a bus in back here that just circulated around all this. I know we did. I am absolutely certain of it. Oh, I know what it was. We had one when the subway was over there. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, I would like to have a bus back in this area, so we are going to do that. We're going to bring it right here. Can I have it on that side? Why can't I have it on that side? We do have a bus over here. Oh, it's a tourism bus. All right, well, never mind then. Well, we'll just leave it alone. I'm going to go right. I want to go there. Let's go. I guess I want this close to the subway. Let's go there. And then it's going to come in back here. And it's just going to make a couple of stops. Like every other block. And then we'll bring it right back. Just to get workers out here, and then, yeah, it can pull in there and turn around. It's going to cross over itself, but I think it'll be okay. So cool. That gets us a bus line in there, and hopefully soon we will see these guys stop complaining about the lack of workers. We are going to give them some parking. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. So that means I need to bring an road here. I need to also turn all these back on. So we do that, and we do that. We can also come up here. We don't need to have access in the back. It's a parking lot. Oh, I didn't turn zoning back on. Yeah, I make that mistake a lot now that we have that tool. So, parking, lots of parking. Plenty of parking, and then there's buses that they can ride and get to the rest of the parking, and we'll put a little bit more down on this end. Cool. And then we're just going to fill the rest of this out. We, again, don't have a ton of demand right now, but I think we'll be okay. I want to bring all the way up to that line there. I just don't want to go right here on that road or down here on this. So it is as I feared. This is being treated as our major way in and out. I just don't want to cul-de-sac this is the problem. I really want everybody to come down here and use this. And the only way to do that would be to make this like an exit only. Though that's kind of what they're using it as anyway. I mean, that's just kind of nightmares right now, though we don't have dedicated turning lanes. And I don't do dedicated turning lanes automatically anymore because I find that sometimes they actually create more problems than they solve. But on really busy intersections, they are helpful because it helps people get in the right lane, helps them go where they wanted to go, and I just realized I made mistakes. Why did you let me do that, chat? That's not what I want. Go away. You're like, dude, it's a recording. We can't help you. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Left only. There we go. Right, we'll let him go straight through. So now we're good. There we go. Okay, cool. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. If traffic gets really bad, we'll just delete that and force them to all come down here. These are slowly filling up. I kind of expected it to happen quicker than that. I really did. I thought we would see just a huge push in these. But maybe not. So I do want to create just a bit of screening here so that this industrial area is not just kind of like... I mean, it is going to upgrade and they're going to be the nicer buildings. But I still think we would want to offer some type of screening here. I'm going to bring in some junipers, really tightly packed. Okay, it's not going to pack them in as tight as I want, so yeah, that is more along the lines of what I'm wanting. Just wanting to maintain my sight line here, and we're going to bring that all the way back here, and then we're going to angle it over Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. Just to kind of, again, just screen this area. Just a little bit. And then we're going to bring them in right in behind here. In fact, I'm just going to draw the line. And where they end, they end. Or where they can't be placed, they can't be placed would be a better way to put that. And I think that, you know, honestly will be enough. We can go through and not draw some there. We can go through and just grab some of these trees. Just like a little sampling of them. Copy those and kind of just then fill in these areas. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to block sight lines for people making turns. But just fill this in, just that little bit of extra screening. And I think it'll look fine with that. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. And then we'll kind of bring it up here and it'll taper off. Because we didn't have trees here naturally anyway in this area. It was kind of treeless. So yeah, I think that's fine. Let's just try to get a couple more right there. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh my goodness, look at this. See, this is such a short throat length that I knew that this is what was going to happen. Now I'm just going to go ahead and say sayonara. I think it's just going to be a problem. We're just going to make them go down to the other road. And they're just going to have to be happy about it. So we will connect our rows of junipers roughly like that. Yep, they're just going to have to come down here. Though these lanes... I'm doing it weird. Let's just control shift. There we go. Or control click, I should say, not control shift. Now we've got dedicated lefts. We also have another boulder in the road. Cool. So I want to see if this is going to all start getting workers or not. I believe that it will once we get a bus that is actually moving through here. I don't see them yet. There they are. Are there people wanting to even ride this? Come over here to work? No. That's a little disappointing. I wonder if it's because it's so far away. I don't know. I do want to check real quick. Are my pedestrian connections working? Don't seem to be doing anything. I really thought that they would. I thought we would see people walking back and forth since we have like a connection over there, but oh well. It was worth a shot. Yeah, I'm still not sold on putting any trees back in there. I'm not 100% certain though. So let's check and see how many have upgraded already, and the answer is most of them. It looks like the ones that haven't upgraded are the ones complaining about the lack of employees. So I just want to let it run for a few more minutes, see what it looks like once that has finished out, and then see once some of this traffic, or see if some of this traffic ever clears out. We've still got a lot of deliveries that are being expected over here. So I'm really fearful that we're just going to see just a huge crush of trucks for a very long time. But we're going to let it play out. I'm going to let it run for 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll see what it looks like after that. So for the most part, this is filled in. We still have just a couple of lots, 3 in fact, that haven't. But they're zoned, and we have buildings that can fit there. So they will eventually come in. So I'm curious. I mean, we've reduced imports by about 1,200. So, you know, that's quite a few trucks off the roads. We do have a bit of a traffic issue here. I just want to look and see what we have for lane arrows. Here we want that to be left only, but those both straight through. Cool. And then here, both are going straight through. Awesome. And I think this is 6 lane. It is. Good. That way we've got lots of through traffic opportunities. And then one other thing we can do, since there are a couple nodes here, as much as I hate lane changers, what we have are these guys coming way out to over here. Not always, but sometimes. And I think that's kind of interfering with traffic just a bit. So I'm going to make sure they stay in their lane. Everybody else, just going to let them go. And then I also want to make sure traffic just keeps moving through there and through here and through here. so that we're not getting backups because of people stopping for the blocks. So I think if we can get this flowing and get it out of here, we'll clear up this and we'll clear up this. That's the hope anyway, but this is starting to impact here. So hopefully we can get these guys moving just a little bit better. But we do have a lot of trucks coming out of here. That's one of the reasons why I would like to have a connection over here regardless, just so they didn't all have to filter through this intersection. They could come up the backside here. Because again, you know, they'll eventually be coming up to here even to drop off some things. I can't believe there's 16 people that ride up to there. And they could help fill that in. And if they had this alternate way out, that could be beneficial. Yeah, let's try to make that happen. So we're going to have to move some things and flatten some terrain. But I am okay with that. So let's grab that height or elevation or whatever and just flatten this hillside back a little bit more. Let's make that a little bigger. We can smooth it back out to make it look okay once we're done here. Let's cut all of that off and then come out of here and see what havoc we have wrought. And I'm going to try to smooth it off into the mountainside. Like here it's fine because we've already got some of that darker rock. And here we can bring it down because we can't build out here. But I think that's fine. All right, so let's see. Wrong button. Let's see about getting a bridge in here. I try to hit escape and instead I hit the little tilde and yeah, it causes issues. So let's move our parking lots down. I don't know if this is actually, no, let's move them back down this way. Yeah, let's actually go as far that way as I can for now. Because we're going to try to bring this road in. I'm going to try to get the bridge to go across right here-ish. But I want a line that's pretty straight to there to start with. So I'm going to draw that in and then delete part of it. There we go, and then bring this up. And it's stuck to the ground. There we go. So 8, 9, 10 meters is a good amount. And right there, and then see if we can't get across here. Good, we can. And then we're just going to leave it elevated until we get across the rail. And then I'm going to try to get a little decent connection right here with the curved road tool. And that's fine, actually. Cool. So this dude needs to just relocate for a minute. So for now, there's nowhere to put him here. Go live where the horse stables are going to go. There you go. You'll be fine. I'm reassuring the police that they'll be fine. Yeah, it's the last group I want to read. Anyways, I need to move this as well. This is going to be a little easier because it's temporary. So I want to come off of this road. Bring that there. And then I want to try to make a decent ramp down. But I don't want it to be too sharp or too steep. Like that's too steep. So what I'm gonna do is elevate this, bring this all the way down like this, turn that back on. Now I don't know what the measurements were. There to there, to there, and down. It's still not making. Why did you not turn on, friend? There we go. Now we're good. And then use our curved road tool with this on the ground. And just make that connection there. And then we can move you to here. And then we can bring that police chopper. I think it was police chopper. It is police chopper. We can bring that back in right here-ish, I believe. Yeah, that'll be fine. And now we can smooth a little bit more of this out, though not drastically, because we do have stuff right there. So I don't want to get too close to it. But I'm hoping that we'll see some of this traffic divert and come over here. That's the dream. Whether or not it will become the reality or not, I don't know. But the traffic's already kind of calming down on its own. So maybe we didn't even need to do that. But I'm still happy that it's there. Hey, we've got one guy. A road maintenance truck. Okay, not exactly the traffic I was hoping to fix, but, you know, whatever. It's good. So maybe we just needed to get, like, our first round of shipments out of there. And that was enough. We'll have to see. Let's take a peek. So almost everybody is upgraded, and the ones that aren't are the ones that are complaining. We don't have a huge industrial demand, so I don't expect that we'll see these final ones fill in just yet. But I think once that industry demand pops back, we'll be in a better shape. Oh, wow. So we were at a little over 6,000. Now we're just under 4,000. So we've saved 2,000, 2,100 or so imports. None of these guys are exporting, obviously, because we're not making enough. But we have... We've saved... Each truck holds 100 tons. And this is a... So we've saved 393 trucks. Or 39. No, 39 trucks. Yeah, 39 trucks. 3,900. Yeah, so we've saved 39 trucks off the road. I wish it was 390 trucks. But they only hold 10 tons that way. They'll hold 100 tons. I think it's 100 tons. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check the wiki. But yeah, we got a decent little road over here. I don't think it looks too out of place. And we have removed the cul-de-sac effect. Hopefully, we also remove all this snow that's sitting here, because that's going to be problematic. We're looking good here. I think getting these turn lanes right here for these guys to not go all the way across was a big boon. What is... It's like a weird shadow on the car. That truck. Just that truck. And it's still there, so it's just that truck. Okay. Cool. So I think this is a good place for us to leave it for today. That's not true. I mean, it's true for me on August the 12th at 11:27 p.m. when I'm recording this, but it's not true for when you're watching this on September, whatever date it might happen to be. I can't remember when this will come out. Anyways, until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.